Ladies and gentlemen, today you will be able to prove to the world that you're a classical music expert.
Or fail miserably.
The questions cover everything from music theory and history to fun facts and instruments. As you might know, a lot of composers, they died pretty early and they suffered from mental and physical illness, and these will be our prizes today. Some of my favorites are getting stabbed with a conducting baton or your partner leaves you one day before your birthday. Not that this happened to me. The first few questions are not that difficult, but I've included a few that I might have not known myself. Question number 1. What two composers were both born in the year 1813? Wagner and Verdi, Rossini and Brahms, Smetana and Schumann, or Puccini and Mahler? I'm just going to reveal the answer. You can pause the video if you'd like to. And of course, the right answer is Wagner and Verdi were both born in 1813. A very successful year for classical music. The first prize you won is getting a stroke. Question number 2. How old was Franz Schubert when he died? 75, 43, 31 or 64? Schubert was just 31 when he died. Poor man. And that's why I often say that you probably don't want to become a classical musician or composer, because a lot of them died very early. Question number 3. What two keys sound exactly the same? A major and G major, E minor and F minor, G major and B major, or none of them? And the right answer, none of them. And here's why. All major keys, scales and chords have the same structure. So there's technically no difference, same for minor. But notes are just different frequencies, and an A sounds different than a G. And that's why A major sounds different than G major, even if they're built the exact same way. 4. That's an easy one. How many inversions of a normal major chord are there? 3, 2, 4, or as many as you can think? There are actually just 2. The root position, the first inversion, the second inversion, and if you then further inverse it, you get the root position again. What clef do the cellos use except for the bass clef? The treble clef, the baritone clef, the alto clef, or the tenor clef? The right answer is of course the tenor clef. You just use it for higher registers, because you would else have to draw too many lines with the bass clef. Question number 6, with the possibility of winning forgetting your instrument at home before a concert. Very awkward when that happens. What is one of Ravel's most famous piano compositions? Maurice du Jour, Gaspard de la Nuit, Pélées de la Lune, or Fond sur un ange? Of course it's Gaspard de la Nuit, one of the most amazing piano compositions of all time. My best friend is a pianist and he made a fantastic recording of this piece. After this video I need you to go watch it, link is in the description. It's absolutely amazing. For what character is the key D major known? Despair and tragedy, happiness, royalty and majesty, or neutrality? And the right answer is royalty and majesty, maybe also triumph. I think Bach used this quite directly in his oratorios. For example, in the Christmas oratorio, there's number 8, Great Lord Almighty King in D major, probably not an incident. Which 3 composers were all at the premiere of the opera Salome, together with its composer Richard Strauss? Webern, Stravinsky and Messiaen, Tchaikovsky, Brahms and Bruckner, Ravel, Donizetti and Rachmaninoff, or Mahler, Puccini and Schoenberg? And of course the right answer is Mahler, Puccini and Schoenberg. It must have been a sick event. Zemlinsky and Berg were also there. If I had to go back in time to meet some of my favorite composers of all time, I've went back to this exact moment in time, because Mahler, Puccini and Richard Strauss, that's just sick. Congratulations, you won. Your partner leaves you one day before your birthday. There is this saying that Mahler's wife left him right before the premiere of his 8th symphony, which he conducted himself. Must have been pretty rough for him. How many professional orchestras are there in Germany? 800, 130, 25 or 1400? It's somewhere around 130, the exact number changes from time to time. It's around 10,000 musicians, and compared to other countries of similar size, it's not reached anywhere, not even close. What is phrasing? Knowing when to use what bowing technique, playing with affection, structuring pieces into parts, or subtle changes in dynamics? The right answer is subtle changes in dynamics. I talked about this quite often here on this channel. Phrasing is one of the most important things that you can do so that your music does not sound like you're a robot, and it's fairly easy to learn. I'm also going to put a link in the description with a video in which I go in depth what exactly phrasing is and what other things you can do to enhance your musicality. Which composer wrote more music than any other one? Bach, Telemann, Scarlatti or Monteverdi? Although not the greatest composer, that's definitely Bach, it seems like Telemann wrote more music than anyone else. He supposedly wrote over 1000 cantatas. I heard somewhere that if you would like to copy the sheet music of Johann Sebastian Bach by hand, it would take you a few years or decades just to make a copy of it. That's just insane. Imagine you would have to come up with all of this music by yourself. Bach really must have been obsessed with making the greatest music of all time. What was the first major classical piece the piccolo flute was used in? Was it Mozart Symphony No. 40, Schumann C Major Symphony, Beethoven's 5th Symphony, or the 3rd Symphony from Schumann, aka the Rheinische? And the right answer is, of course, Beethoven's 5th Symphony. I'm not the greatest fan of the piccolo, it sounds pretty annoying, it doesn't make much fun to play, so thank you for starting with that, Beethoven. And congratulations, you won! Your violin teacher tells you that you would be better off as a viola player. Question number 13. What is the right order of the ring cycle? Das Rheingold, die Walküre, Siegfried, Götterdämmerung. Die Walküre, das Rheingold, Siegfried, Götterdämmerung. Siegfried, Götterdämmerung, das Rheingold, die Walküre. Or Götterdämmerung, die Walküre, das Rheingold, Siegfried. And the right order is das Rheingold, die Walküre, Siegfried and Götterdämmerung. Don't know if I would have known this. If you want to get stabbed with a conducting baton, you should answer the next question correctly. In which key is the second theme if the piece is written in minor? The dominant key, the relative major key, the subdominant key, or the parallel key? The right answer is the relative major key. So if a piece is written in A minor, the second theme is very often written in C major. The relative major key is just going up from the root note, a minor third, and then building a major chord on top of this note. And now the $1 million question, possible prize to win, loss of hearing, shout out to Beethoven. How do you call this sequence of chords? Montemodel, Teufelsmühle, Fontemodel, or falling fifth sequence? If you knew this one, you're an absolute pro. Even I would have not been sure about this. And the right answer is, of course, the Teufelsmühle. Congratulations. Tell me how far you got in the comments. I'm genuinely interested if this was too difficult or not. Click this video then right next. Thanks for watching, and we see each other on the next one.